In boys swimming today, we had Melrose Sauk Center Fusion finishing in 11th place at the state true team meet. The original results that were sent had us in 10th place. As we looked through the results a little closer, we found we had one of our divers' scores had been entered in wrong, and they had him at scoring 933 points, which was incorrect. So that changed things a little bit, and we ended up moving into 11th place. But overall, we're very happy with that. We look at the teams that we're competing with, the bigger schools that we're competing with, and for us, Melrose Sauk Center to be up there competing with these large schools really shows a lot about our program, a lot about the numbers that we draw to our program. We have a lot of guys on our team and a lot of good numbers throughout our program. And so that's really a telling sign of that we can compete at this level with such big schools and compete really well and be in the top 12 in the state. That's really an impressive thing for our program, and it was exciting for us to get back to the state true team meet. We've been there. This was the 13th trip for our boys, and so that's a nice accomplishment for them to get back there after a few years of missing out on it. So very excited with where our program's at and where it's heading. Our top finishers in each event are 200 medley relay. It was Adam Wilwerding, Severn Anderson, Jacob Rabachan, and Grant Eveslag taking 10th place. Those guys really set the tone for the day and had some nice swims. In the 200 freestyle, it was Thatcher Van Beck finishing 25th. Thatcher's coming along very strongly as a distance swimmer for us. Had a great swim in the 200 today, nice couple second drop to finish in 25th place for us. Jacob Rabachan took 10th place in the 200 IM. He actually matched his school record, Sauk Center school record time in the 200 IM, had a nice swim there, and just keeps improving. Sometimes with the IM, you have different splits that you're working on and different strokes you're working on. And today he was really strong on his last leg, the freestyle leg, really strong on his first leg, the fly leg. And so then we go, okay, well, now we'll work the middle 100 a little bit more and kind of strategize that way. So IM's a fun race. He's doing a nice job of that, and had some nice swims there. 50 freestyle, it was Grant Eveslag taking 20th place. Grant's really stepped up for us as a sophomore now in the sprints, and is doing a nice job in those. 20th place at this meet is a pretty impressive swim as a 10th grader in that event. So great job to Grant on that. Diving, it was Andrew Stahlberger taking 9th place. Andrew, that was really an event. Andrew really had some rocky dives his first 5 dives. And, one of the things that we really try to teach is, overcoming adversity, overcoming when things don't go as well. How do you respond? I think that's one of the great things about high school sports. One of the most valuable things is that it really teaches kids adversity and how to overcome it. And, sometimes when those things happen, Andrew's been somebody he's been diving really, really well all year. And so, hasn't had to face a lot of adversity yet this season. Things have just gone really well for him. And so today it was a little bit harder start. And for him to mentally come back and perform as well as he did on his last 6 dives, to move up from, barely making the top 20 to a 9th place finish, that was impressive. You could always sit there and sulk and think, well, I didn't have my best dives, so now I'm in trouble. And he certainly didn't do that. He responded back with some big dives, and that we talk about taking it one dive at a time and keeping positive attitude. Those are, of course, are things that we always work on. But for him to do that in action, especially on such a big stage, was an impressive thing. In the 100 butterfly, it was Jacob Rabachan taking 8th place. He's swimming really well, and top 8 finish at this meet. That was an exciting swim for him. In the 100 freestyle, it was Adam Wilwerding taking 13th. Adam, of course, is a really, really strong backstroker, but he's been working hard on his freestyle as well. And a 13th place finish was a nice finish for Adam in that. In the 500 freestyle, it was Thatcher Van Beck taking 17th. Thatcher's really coming on, as I said, in his distance swimmer. And this 500 was a nice 7-second drop, personal best for him. He's going to be able to really be somebody who finishes high at the section meet in the 500. 200 freestyle relay, it was the team of Isaiah Zink, Xander Olmshank, Nolan Fleischacker, and Severn Anderson finishing 17th. Those guys all swam well. I'll get to Severn in a bit, but Isaiah had some nice drops in the 50 and the 100 as well as on his relays today. Xander also had a great swim. He had his best split in the 200 free relay today, so that was exciting to see. Nolan Fleischacker is somebody too, good swims in the IM and the breaststroke today, but he's really come along in his freestyle sprinting as well, and so he's done a nice job in that and putting up some nice times in the 200 free relay. A 100 backstroke was our top finish of the day. Adam Wilwerding finished third place. Great swim. He was 53.59, which is not only under state cuts, but also a new Melrose School record. I'm sure he'll break it again down the road here, but Melrose School record for him. He already held that record, but lowered his time in that. Very impressive swim. And he's going up against the best in the state here. And he showed he definitely belongs in that group and finishing in the top 3 here. In the 100 breaststroke, it was Severin Anderson taking 17th place. Severin's really strong breaststroker for us. He's doing a great job and came up with a big swim today, very aggressive swim. And, he's somebody who keeps improving, keeps working hard, and we're excited to see what he can continue to do. In the 400 free relay, it was the team of Jacob Robichon, Alex Wilwerding, Grant Eveslog, and Adam Wilwerding taking 14th. The guys swam well. We mixed up that relay a little bit. We put Jacob at the beginning. He swam really well, had a nice leadoff leg, very strong leadoff leg for us. And so just kind of trying different things with relays a little bit, particularly with freestyle relays. That's something that we're going to continue to do this week now as we move forward. Guys know relays aren't completely set by any means. And so, we're going to keep playing with relays a little bit. And especially I think in the 200 and the 400 free relays, what are going to be our strongest relays once we get into the section meet, or what's going to be the best strategy for how we put them together for the section meet, the state meet. That's still pretty well up in the air. And so we'll keep working at that. And so it'll be fun to see kind of how these relays continue to develop. But it was nice to see Jacob swimming first today, get a leadoff leg, and kind of just do things a little bit differently, just to see kind of how that looks for us and where we go from here. And so again, great job by the guys today. For us to finish in the top 12 is a huge accomplishment for our team. Just getting here, we had some guys that were out with injuries, and again, I talked about overcoming adversity a little bit at the beginning of the year, or at the beginning of the with diving. But as far as overcoming adversity, beginning of the season, we lost some guys that we thought we'd have on the team due to injuries and things. And so, we knew that we were going to have to come out today with guys that were, if we made it, we were going to have to come with guys who maybe were inexperienced. And those guys really showed up. They swam well, and really happy with how the guys have continued to improve, get better, and we're going to continue really working at getting better. I think these guys learned a lot of things today and saw a lot. It was a great experience for them to get down to the state meets and get to compete at that aquatic center. For many of these guys, it was the first time they've ever been down there. So just a great experience, wonderful thing for them to be able to compete and participate at this meet and just experience those kind of things. I think it's very valuable for them.